awesome. It's literally been forever. All I've been doing is just online lobbies on Twitch. Go check out That British Rage and Shopsters. Those are who I'm usually in their streams. That's about it, to be honest. Racing has not been up to spec around here. Pace, not really up to spec. Everything in this car, it's gonna be a full back down to reality, I think, for me. Because, well, if I'm gonna be honest, you play F1 2020 online for so long, you kind of get a little bit too used to the Merc. Bonjour, je m'appelle, I don't speak in that, I'm just kidding. But in all honesty, after running these kind of car, the online car for so long, you kind of get a little bit too used to the Merc. So, yeah, it's risky at times to just run everything. And I'm at the point of not really even caring about how long the stream is. So I'm at the point of just doing practice at this point. Because I feel like I'm losing a lot of resource points compared to week in, week out. Whereas last year's game I was making a lot because I was doing practice before jumping on the stream. Now that's the thing about me. I'm more consistent in the race and I'm faster in the race than I am in quali, just because I don't put any practice laps in. So usually the pace is absolutely nowhere and it jumps back in. It's honestly been so long that I'm just going over absolutely everything. I mean, the fact that I even have 8 points at this point is kind of shocking. And yet, from here on out, we will just be running 110. Doesn't matter how slow I am compared to the AI, compared to my teammate. We will be running 110 at every single race. Don't care if the races are boring. This is just honestly a way for me to improve myself. And a way for me to improve my own ego. Because if I start running race, yeah, nice. If I start running English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? Winning races on 110 AI, then my ego goes up, and the pace goes up. Yeah, so my claim's gone down. Fun! Probably because I'm skipping practice. I think that's something they put in, which is annoying. Yep, literally. Trust is live morning, another day of FIFA, then F1. Looking forward to it. So yeah, around 2 o'clock you will be getting another stream, again on YouTube. Probably just called Open Lobbies, just like every other time. I will just have Chofs's link in the description. So yeah, go check him out. He makes genuinely good content. He's usually a FIFA YouTuber, but he's jumped on the F1 bandwagon just like everyone else, so. And yeah, you're probably thinking, Kieran, you're a bit dumb to be buying this. But tyre wear, the second you have all of the tyre wear upgrades done, I will be honest, the car actually starts to be drivable. Because I've honestly just done one shot in 5 lappers. I've only done one shot in 25%, like 3 times since last career mode. So yeah, if I am a bit off the pace, yes, I do actually have setups at every single track. Abu Dhabi, Mexico, USA. Those are like the only 3 that I'm still concerned about setup wise. So they're not completely stable. Whereas all these other ones are actually decent to drive with. So I'm kind of scared about those races, but they're at the end of the season, so the cars should feel good. And yeah, that's about it, to be honest. The races won't feel too bad. I honestly just want to... This first lap is just going to be how quick's the car and what's the difference between this and a stock Merc. Obviously I know that this thing's really good in a straight line and is not necessarily very good in the corners. Which is why I'm not exactly scared about Canada, because Canada is one of my better tracks. I'm not saying it's a good track for me. It's one of my better tracks. But I haven't driven this car in so long, so I don't know really what to expect from it. And with the 110 AI now being a staple for this series, it's going to be hard. Because I was running 104, that's almost 2 seconds probably, or something, or at least it used to be. But now I think it's only like 6 or 7 tenths of a second faster per lap, the AI. I'm struggling against 104 at some tracks. So imagine how much I'm going to struggle now. The only thing that's good for me around here, and Austria, and really France are the straights. The third sector is probably my best sector at Austria. I don't know, I've just gotten used to being able to push out of there. So yeah, Carlos Sainz set 108 flat. I set 108.1. I don't even go too bad. I'm ahead of Latifi in 110 AI. It wasn't a bad lap by any means.
Best lap so far is at 1:09.2.
Yeah, now I'm just going away. See, look, I'm only a tenth by my teammate, and I'm now running 110. So, I do lose a lot in the middle sector. I am aware of that, but the player will always lose a lot of time in the middle sector around here, considering the low downforce we run as players to try and maximise the first and second sectors. So yeah, middle sector I have time to find, first sector I have time to find, third sector I have time to find in all 3 sectors, plus how the track grip's gone up. There was only like 2 or 3 tenths off of Ocon after the first run, so I'm not exactly worried. I was like 2.5 tenths down. Like, I'm just gotta look after the tyres. Now, yeah, I would stream this on Twitch, but to be honest, I feel like my team career mode is YouTube content over Twitch content. Twitch content should be all the online stuff, you know? I don't feel like Twitch is made for my team or career mode, in my opinion. For some people, yeah, it's easier to live stream it on Twitch, but I prefer to do it here on YouTube.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap, or that's qualifying over for us.
Yeah. Everything's been reassessed by me. I'm probably going to be out at the end of Q1, it's just what position can I have? I just got to pull everything out of the bag. A little bit of oversteer, but I'm still up by a little bit. A little bit understeer through there. This lap really is not so good so far, but I'm only a little bit off of Ocon. That's where the player loses all their time. That's the chicane. I did gain a tenth from last time, but that's still really slow compared to the AI. But I did gain a lot out there as well. But this is also due to track grip going up, as we're actually up on Ocon as we go into the third sector. This is the sector where I should be able to gain the most, considering the engine power of this thing is a lot better than the Renaults and the Williams and most cars in the grid, to be honest. So come up to a line to finish this lap that's just under 5.5 tenths. And that puts us P15 for the moment. But I don't expect that I will be staying in P15. Taking some Vettel lines through there, but somehow I gain time. I at least want to be on track.
I think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
So, end of next session, there could be some rain, so I'm still out on track that way. Sim lap times won't absolutely murder me. I did start my lap with 7 seconds left. I am in the drop zone, sadly, but the car being this bad, I was expecting that. But it looks like it's a P7. It honestly looks like a P7 team. Really fast. Yeah, it's a good P17. One place off of getting out the session. Less than a tenth. And this is on 110, so imagine if I was running a 104. I'd probably still get P17. Because I wouldn't push as hard, because the pressure wouldn't be there. So yeah, 107.3 from Lewis, 108.6, and considering how bad the car is, I was still able to outqualify Nick, which by almost 3 tenths. So yeah, in my opinion, that's good.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
If I'm gonna be honest, it has to be Ethiopia. Suka. Yeah,
Do you
because the
think
other
this
ones.
team are performing as well as they could do?
Everyone would like to see them do better.
Appreciate
Just
your time.
Williams fall from grace, you know. They've always had like ups and downs during their career. They're fast and they drop to midfield, then they drop to back marker, then back up to midfield, then back to back marker. That basically sums up Frank Williams' team. Now I do want to get a bit higher acclaim for the end of the season, so we could have a better teammate. That would be nice to have a teammate that can get points and not just be racing the Williams. Yeah, so P17. Hey, so yeah, so I now expect one on chassis, which means I will be getting an extra 40 resource points a week. But obviously it will cost more. Which could be annoying. Could be good.
once again, off the
Nobody
back of
cares.
a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Sebastian Vettel will start on pole. Fantastic qualifying from the multiple world champion. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, and Sainz, Albon, Perez, Norris, and Lance Stroll, Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Kvyat, Gasly, Lucky, Kevin Magnussen, and Nick De Vries. Russell, Latifi, Ocon, and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Grosjean got a penalty. No, I'm just kidding. Grosjean binned it in the wall, probably. That's deep. He probably binned it in the wall in qualo. No, Grosjean. Ocon probably forgot to upshift because he hasn't been in F1 so. That's deep, but yeah.
Okay, last race wasn't that great for us, so we need to try and do better today. Let's give this one 100%.
Alright, so it's gotta be a wet race. So that gives me incentive to start on the mediums, because it's saying around the halfway point it'll start raining. So it really does give me incentive. So if I go off of the 2015-esque vibes of what you do back in the day, that would be the back in the day strat. Yeah, you can see, like, I'm tempted to go for this, but if the rain isn't heavy enough, then yeah. I'll just check race director quickly to see what everyone else is on. Mediums, softs. What's my teammate on? I'll do the opposite to him. Alright. Cool. So he's starting on softs, I'll start on mediums. This is just to have some sort of diversity so we don't meet in the middle of the stop or something. It's 5 red lights and away we go. For an actual decent start. I do got to be very careful. This front wing damage is on sim. That's one going clean around the outside of absolute. I would say clean, but I think I made contact with one, if not both, of the AlphaTauris as they just glide back past me. But that is to be said that the AI do use a lot of overtake on the first lap. I did not mean for that to be a move on Kvyat. He's compromised himself. So I'm gonna go for the move. That was a little bit off track.
Good job.
But yeah, he's probably gotta get the move back on me into the hairpin anyway. But we gotta leave him all the space in the world as we had to jerk a little bit left to not hit Gio. So by doing that we do actually lose out to Kvyat, but with him using so much overtake on at the beginning of the race, the AI really do leave themselves open down the back straight. So we take advantage of that, and that's us back into P14 in the head of both AlphaTauris. They really are like very underrated by the performance index, and same with the Alfa Romeos at the moment. Alfa Romeo needs to be nerfed. I think Tauri are good where they are, but I honestly think Alfa Romeo needs to be nerfed because they are a lot slower than this in real life. I'd even go to say that they, since Hungary, the slowest car on the grid since Williams brought so many upgrades. And I know that this is just going to be a battle of attrition until the rain comes. As I say that, as the rain starts coming down.
That front wing, it'll need replacing if it takes too much damage. A new strategy is available on the MFD.
See, this is just what happens when I speak. I speak words, and then like the worst thing possible happens. I literally live by Murphy's law. What can go wrong will go wrong. I literally just live by Murphy's law at this point. And it's actually funny at times, because it's like, at times, the it can be amusing for everything to go wrong. But other times, it can be quite the opposite. Like now.
Got that confirmed. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I probably still will be fast enough to keep up with the Williams was ahead. Like I'm running 2.6 wings. It's not like I'm running like 2.2 wings, because then I would expect to be spinning. 2.6, that's good rear downforce. That is some solid rear downforce. Although I do have to use ERS and DRS to try and keep myself ahead of Ocon. Considering the front wing damage means I can't push anywhere near as much as I would
These
like
conditions
to.
are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Can tell. Is the AI start to break very late and very early. Or maybe that's just the Williams car not having enough grip. Although somehow I wasn't within a second of them, even though the game said it was 9/10 of me. Fun. I'm gonna take the first part of the chicane easier. Abuse the exit. Run out of ERS, which is quite annoying, but finally get it all back. So I'm gonna go for a move up Russell's inside. So even with the front wing damage, I am still able to get some sort of performance out of the car. Even though it's like orange, I would say. That's like not orange. I wouldn't say that's orange. I'd say it's like the stage right before orange. It's like yellowy orange. Because there's red, there's reddy orange, there's orange, there's yellowy orange, and then there's lime green, and then there's green. That's basically how the front wing damage works on this game. So yeah, the AI really are taking their hairpin very slowly. I just gained like 4 tenths in the TP out of the hairpin. Yeah, I still am faster than the guys around us. Don't know if that's because the mediums do better in colder conditions, or whether I just have pace over them.
Gap to teammate ahead is 2.0 seconds.
So yeah, who knows where I could be at the moment without that spin and the front wing damage. Probably still fighting the Alfa Romeos. Because at the moment it's just a wall of understeer in every single point. This is what it's like to be pre-patch Williams. I just can't wait until I buff Williams massively because of the Hungary results. I mean, we'll see again at this British Grand Prix where they actually are. Because I don't think they really are. Yeah, look, the entire grid's just trained up behind someone. Because again, we're taken to the grass because the AI are taking the hairpin entry so slowly.
Suggests this rain is going to keep getting stronger for at least the next 15 minutes.
So yeah, ERS, DRS, and Ridge Revs down the straight. Easy move on Nicholas. Because we're now through. Next up is, well, Magnussen and then Nick. I mean, he's holding on to P16 quite nicely, but he really is. And move on him on the straights. That was a bit dicey. I'm honestly just scared to spin out there again.
We'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time being.
They're not too good. They are good, but not too. So yeah, the reason why ERS in the bottom right is the amount of battery I can hold in a race.
Musa.
What? I can't exactly hear you well. So yeah. Alright, cheers Lucas. I mean, if you knew how big of a dog this car was compared to what I'm used to racing in online, you would understand my pain. And it's raining, so that really doesn't help the car, which already has enough imbalance in there.
Drive into a car.
So you think you're a funny guy, innit?
Crash. Five feet if you crash.
I don't want your money. You know that I don't need your money, Lucas. Hello, other person who is not Lucas. Unless it's Lucas Holt account.
Q and crash.
Shush.
You know what is funny? Emoji happy tears, 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 emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears, 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 emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears, 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 emoji happy tears.
You see what you're doing? You're giving me more pace. The emoji happy tears spurs me on to do better. It's no longer nerfing me. It makes me faster, Lucas. Don't you found my weakness when you buff me. You thought that was my kryptonite.
Emoji happy tears, 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 emoji happy tears. Emoji pistol, emoji cool smile, emoji smiling eyes, emoji raining give us moon, emoji smiling face with open mouth, emoji raining give us moon, emoji full moon with face, emoji fire. Emoji face with cold sweat, emoji first quarter moon with face, emoji cool smile, emoji full moon with face, emoji sun with face, emoji sun with face, emoji smiling face with skipping the rest. Emoji waxing give us moon, emoji last quarter moon, emoji happy tears, emoji goat, emoji England, emoji new moon, emoji last quarter moon with face, emoji waxing give us moon, emoji last quarter moon with face. Emoji pouting face, emoji new moon, emoji kiss mark, emoji pouting face, emoji cool smile, emoji flushed face, emoji smiling face with open mouth. Emoji grin, emoji smiling face with open mouth, emoji face with cold sweat, emoji wide smile, emoji new moon, emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes, emoji waxing crescent moon, emoji new moon face, emoji pouting face, emoji kiss mark.
You think I'm gonna spin? I'm not Sebastian Vettel. I already spun in this race, which is why I'm so slow. With front wing damage.
Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth and tightly closed eyes. Emoji smiling face with open mouth skipping the rest. Kieran Yusuf.
Cool. Yeah, it's almost time for the intros. Yeah, Sainz has pitted in recently, and that McLaren is in a world of its own compared to us.
The tyre situation is pretty touch and go right now. We think the slicks may still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The Inters are ready when you need them.
Yeah, to be honest, even if I had my full front wing, I would not be able to keep up with Sainz, so that's why I let him go. There's no point in fighting a losing battle, especially not in this car.
Kieran Yusuf.
I know I do, man. And see, even Sainz getting caught up by Kvyat, who does have front wing damage. Does it seem why fell away from his team? Sainz there, a little bit aggressive. Yeah, Kvyat seems to be suffering more than I am from the front wing damage. But he got his from his teammates, so maybe there's emotional damage.
Are you in a chat party?
Our gap behind is 4.
No, I'm not actually.
Seconds.
The actual words scare me. But emojis don't. Yeah.
Check your
Kieran stopped
FFD
riding on the
for a new
grass.
strategy option. Confirmed.
Half the grid are in for Inters now, but DRS is not being disabled, so yeah, I don't really trust that. Fuck. Move over Kvyat. I think Albon just came out of the pits on a set of mediums, so I'm actually ahead of these guys. So I think I'm in a legit P10. Some of the guys who pitted in for Inters. Kvyat and I both have front wing damage, but I have traction control off, whereas the AI have traction control. So he's obviously going to be a lot faster than me in these
You're in the
conditions.
top 10. A new strategy is available.
My
on the
engine
FFD.
power is what's keeping me alive at the moment. Is Jesus Christ, Verstappen. That's... Do I actually
Move
got
was illegal. Return the position.
that was? I mean, what he did to me out of it is, you know, just Albon just doesn't give us any space. Yeah, even in 6th gear we're going oversteer, that's it, you can just tell. It's time. Time to take out Norris! Hopefully the team will fix my front wing. As Kvyat just got held up an absolute treat, so we might actually jump in. Actually, I don't think they fixed his front wing. So I don't think we will.
Exit.
Only
Exit now.
7.1 for front wing. I'm a lucky guy. Usually it's like 8.4 for front wing
Okay,
changes.
stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Next up's K-Mag. As I really am scared to just push the throttle. I am running 2.6 wings, so there shouldn't be much oversteer. But I don't really know the biting point in inches with the full front wing. And it should get up to heavy rain in a little bit, so... So I think this is just temporary. And the best
Use
part
your
about...
overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Yeah, you can actually use your overtake button more because you're braking for longer, so you're charging it more. Until there is no DRS. But that's either a good thing or a bad thing. So the good thing is there's no DRS trains. It's also a bad thing because I can't make easy overtakes anymore. But I actually plan. And you know, knowing me, I'll just spin into the wall. So yeah, there's no point in really planning ahead. Because Albon's in.
Gap to car in front is 2.4 seconds.
He did get ahead of me. So, yeah. If I didn't have a broken front wing, I'd be miles ahead. So, yeah, it's annoying, because I lost around almost a second a lap at minimum with the front wing damage. And then the tyre wear kicked in, which just compounded the issue.
The gap to the car behind is 4.8 seconds.
That little section I lose so much time just because of the amount of traction you need out there. And players don't have traction control, so we physically don't get traction out there. Out there, same thing. We don't have traction control, so we lose out to AI. But what we do have is good at ERS usage. really do just want to lose some time to Magnussen and then make a move on him into turn 1. This is only for P19, so Nick is actually doing better than us in this race.
Teammate by 7.9 seconds.
Oh, he's ahead of Verstappen in the racing point, but that isn't going to last very long. And then Verstappen, he'll put Nick into the... Next thing I know, Nick DeVries retired from session. We just got a little bit of bonus out there.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Yeah, they are both going quite up behind the Williams, which would explain the lack of pace from Ocon and Albon. As the rain goes on, I'll only get faster, whereas the AI will be faster than me now, but they'll stay consistently the same pace. So the longer this stint goes on for, the better it is for me. So in my opinion, this can stay to the end, to be honest. I might need to make a stop at the end for Riz. I'm gonna make a stop at the other on lap 25, just so I can do half and half. Or I wait until it gets heavy rain territory. So yeah, now I'm just trying to protect the Riz, because I'm starting to see they're wearing out quite a bit faster than the fronts. But Canada has always been a rear traction track, so the rears always do go before the fronts around here usually. Never since like, well, for a while. So yeah, I think I might do the same thing that I did to Magnussen on Albon into turn 1. But I got bad exit. So that's no longer on the card, sadly. Next lap. I actually do tap that diffuser.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They are out of the race. Caution, caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive...
The question is, did Hamilton bin it? Or was it mechanical? It's mechanical. This is actually really good for me, because I just get to protect the rear tyres a little bit more. Save some fuel. And that's it really. Save the rears, save the fuel. Save the ERS. It's like I'm really just attack Albon. Maybe even knock on one of the TP in the same corner. I keep on having unregistered numbers calling me over yesterday and today, so it's really annoying. Because I just have nice music playing in my left ear, then I just hear Asgore plus burger trucking from Undertale. Because that's my ringtone. I'm not saying it's a bad song by any means, but Albon's completely played himself.
The incident has been cleared. Let's get back up to racing speed.
Yeah. Albon completely played himself there. He lost so much time for... Oh, there's no reason. I was still 4 tenths down. I could have been even closer to him. That just shows that just because he's in a Red Bull doesn't mean he's out of pace.
You coping okay in this weather? We're watching the amount of standing water on the road. For now, we think it's safe to stay with the Inter.
Yeah, so they're basically saying full wets might be needed in the next 3 to 4 laps. I'm not saying he's wrong, but once Jeff might be right. Now the reason why I'm not even upping my front wing is because otherwise I'll get too much oversteer, which will just murder the rears, which I'm already doing. So then the other option is to lower the front wing, which I'm not doing. Every gear change really is just compromising the lines. Just another moment for the rears to just explode. I really wanted to go for a switch track there on Ocon. The second I'm out of this train, I can really just push away from these guys. But for the time being, that's not happening. I don't know why. Ocon's harder to overtake than Albon. Even though I swear Albon has a better AI overall, better base stat. I think Ocon just has better awareness maybe. Maybe I'm just bad out of here. Maybe this is one out. I don't know. This is the same as what I did to Magnussen. Back off at the end of the straight. Push the absolute balls out of the
We're
chicane.
slowly gaining on the car in front. Try to keep this momentum.
Go up of Ocon's inside because I'm sick and tired of being stuck behind him. Next up to Nicholas Latifi, then we have 7 seconds to Kvyat. Really hard to use on my feel in these conditions. Just because if you're running in rich, you're not going to get anywhere near as good traction as you would in lean. Just because there's too much power coming out the rears. But now Kvyat's on the back of his, De Vries's train. It was good. All I have to do is lap on the same pace as De Vries. It should be easy, considering A, he's an AI, B, we're in the same car, and I've always been faster than him. So yeah, we are actually where we qualified, and if we go up, I mean no, if Hamilton hadn't retired, then we would have to get 1 more in front of the T3, so yeah, it's P16. So yeah, next up, in my eyes, is P16. It's annoying because now Latifi has let, I think it's Grosjean or Grosjean and his teammate catch up to the back of the train as well. Whereas before they were like 10 seconds behind at the beginning of this stint, if I remember correctly. So you can tell Ocon wants to make a move on you, but again you just can't through some corners. Turn 1's the only one that I'm actually confident making a move into. I would make a move into the hairpin if it's dry, but it's not dry. Just having traction control off really just doesn't help.
It's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out.
As us three on Latifi, as they're gonna go 3 wide, as Ocon gets squeezed
We'll
out.
give you full wets in the next pit window, opening in 2 laps, full wets in 2 laps.
I'm good, the rain's easing. I know Albon's faster than me, but I just don't want to let him go. That's a free position, just in the window. In the bin. Because Jeffers was another pit window onto another set of things. Yeah, just this massive part of the track. These 2 straights, these are what are keeping me here. The lack of aero and chassis in this car is only being saved by the fact that the car has straight line speed.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. The gap behind us is 1.0 seconds. Okay, gap ahead is 7.7 seconds.
Yeah, so we are cutting down the gap to the guys ahead. Which is actually really good to see. As Nixon. So yeah. So most AI are in for now 70 inches. Do I want an 7 inches? Yes.
Box, we're coming in this lap.
But next up I'll put anything. So you know, because Albon will come in at the end of this lap, so I'll come in at the end of this lap. Just to cover him off, that way they don't gain time on me because we're going to crash.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Now Kvyat and Gasly are right up the road. I'm actually keeping pace with Albon. We're faster, definitely for sure, in the 3rd sector. But he's faster, definitely for sure in the middle. 1st sector we're about even.
Nick is in the pit. Nick in the pit.
He's in the pit for 17 years ago. You start behind Latifi. If Latifi comes in this lap, which he probably will. Again, the AlphaTauri stack, which means that one of them completely loses out. But yeah, because we're at the end of the lane, we aren't going to get held. So, yeah.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
And again, we see De Vries out ahead of everyone in that train. And now we've got rear tyres, so I can actually push. If there's a safety car with like 3 or 4 laps to go, expect me to pit him for another set of inters. Yeah, that's why I didn't push through there on every other lap. Now you guys are seeing. Now I got the.
Check your MFD for a
No,
new
no,
strategy
no,
option.
I'm not coming in again. No, I'm not the front wing, but I'm not coming in again. Don't care what you say, Jeff. If anything, this just means that I can't push the rear tyres as hard, so it's fine. Modulation. Does rim brake performance though. This is very annoying. It means that L1 just gained the butt load and that happened. It's fine. I should actually still just be able to catch up to the train ahead. Because, well, the corners were always my weak spot. In real life, I think that's front wing would mean that we're fast in a straight line. I don't think that counts in the game, but
Gap to teammate
just pretend
ahead
it does.
is 5.5 seconds.
So there you go to anyone who was wondering why I didn't go full throttle through there the entirety of the race. There's your answer. That's why I don't go full throttle here with no traction control. But next up is the train, and we are actually still catching up to the train. Yes, Albon is faster than
Okay,
us.
take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. A
Yes,
new
we can.
strategy is available on the MFD.
You ready to tread off me one last lap? So I'm going to ignore.
Copy.
I don't need another stop. I'm still faster than those behind. Except Albon, they're faster than those in front. Because they're being held up by Nick. I have all the engine power in the world for us overtake. And the winds of 2.6 just really help us. So, no matter what the end says, I'm not coming in. Especially now that the gap to the other Red Bull is 3.4.
You're doing well out there. Keep it up. We're looking
So in
at about
theory-
10 more minutes of rain. 10
In
minutes.
theory, we could beat both Red Bulls. So they're saying it could be dry right at the death. I'd be okay with that. If it was dry with like 3 laps to go, I might consider hitting in for softs. If DRS is enabled with 2 laps to go, I might just pit in, just to see if I can set some sort of like fast stop or something. And again, just like last time, I'm gonna use Rich and overtake here. Albon's gonna go for a move where there isn't any space, like an idiot. You should know you don't make a move into there in inters, especially when the guy in front has better engine power than you.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds.
He was willing to hit me, just like how Verstappen was earlier. And Ocon's only just losing out both time to Verstappen and everyone else in the train ahead. So Albon's actually just ruined both of our races at this point. So yeah. But in theory we did do better than Red Bull at this race, so you can all have a Bourbon for that. I'm gonna go back to the factory and offer everyone who was there all the weekend a Bourbon. Be like, alright, here's your pay rise for us doing better than both Red Bulls in the race. Because I beat out Albon. And Nick, he beat out Verstappen. I broke 2 front wings and it's bash bosh and no one cares. The lack of front wing is actually really annoying though. He's actually lightening up the rain quite a lot. For once I had a better exit than Albon out of there. Yeah, I can actually see us getting onto drives by the end. So that would actually be
I
interesting.
think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
I lost my train of thought. This is what happens when you live with your parents. Just constantly shout it out. Woo. Shout out to go have a lunch, shout out to just do everything. Just gets on your nerves at some point. But you don't really want to live. That's just a theory. Again. You can tell it's almost time for dries in a couple laps time because you can start to see the treads and the inters again. Just with minor triangles. Not really even triangles, but yeah, you can start to see them putting in the tyres again. Backs out again. Probably expects me to go wide in the hairpin, which is what I did do. Means again, just get a better exit. And the dry at least. That's so relative fun. Verstappen's move on me earlier. Illegal. So what am I going to do to Albon? Maybe defend. I mean, Verstappen was literally hit me off track to make that move work. So I'm ready to hit Albon off track if he goes for a move on me. It goes around, comes around, Christian Horner. Game as well. Yeah, it really is starting to dry up now. You can see there's not much rain anymore, but there is lasting rain from earlier on, still on the bodywork of the chassis. You just get really slowly get a massive tank slap out of the hairpin, and that's the challenge to Verstappen over. Admiring the beautiful chassis. Let's go. Admiring the race pace.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.9 seconds.
Yeah, I can still run this energy store until halfway through the season. I think what wears out is using higher ERS modes. I think. But I don't really care. Well, you need to use the higher ERS modes to keep up and make overtakes, especially around here. And this second of them.
4 seconds to the next car. Push, push.
Get the gap to Verstappen. See, this was the drive. Verstappen and everyone would be past Nick de Vries. I wouldn't have hit my front wing again for the second time. It would be good with the world. But sadly, the world is not a fun place. Yeah. If someone my entire front wing, who knows what this race would have been like.
Trailing our teammate by 5.3 seconds.
To the point where I'm starting to think that the drivers are almost ready for the track. I don't think that I'm ready to chuck the drivers on. Because I know that it's not yet ready, but if the race was another 7-8 laps longer, maybe even 5, there would definitely be time for us to all chuck on the drivers. Just see what race pace would be like at the end. Oh, the green circuit on the dries.
I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer.
Yeah, see, even Mr. I don't know what 1+1 is, Jeff over here even agrees with me. Means I'm doing something right. Yeah, the braking performance of this car really just isn't improving. Every lap just getting worse and worse. But the overtake button's still as powerful. So is the engine. If only I'd made it through into Q2. That's all I'm thinking at the moment. How much different this race would have been. If it started it later, I would have had a different, probably better mentality to it.
The front is 3.2 seconds.
I think on the last lap it might just be dry enough for slicks, but I don't think anyone will take the risk. It's disappointing, obviously, to see that no one will be able to run the slicks at the end. The option will definitely be there, but it's daring enough to make the
We're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix 2 soon.
I'm good game. I'm actually slamming James Hummel for Verstappen here.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
The gap's now under 3 seconds. Get some damage on the front right inside the front right. But so yeah, that will just further make turning even worse. But knowing me, I'll somehow get quicker because of it.
We anticipate an end to this rain in around 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so I didn't get faster because of it. Also, we're ahead of a Ferrari. Nope, they're coming around the lap to lap us, never mind. Yep, we will just finish on a big lap. With all this front wing damage. I will actually try my best to just keep the fuel enough so I can just run rich entirely of the final lap, just so there's no way L1 can get past me. I'm also going to do the same with the ERS. So I'm going to use no rich, no ERS unless I absolutely have to. It doesn't seem like I have to at the moment, because L1 isn't smart enough to go for a dive. I really don't have any front wing grip anymore. But now I'm going to go for it.
This is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, it's Vettel. 5 seconds out penalty. But Vettel comes through to win the 2020 Canadian Grand Prix. Doubt that'll happen in real life if they were to race here. There's a quote-unquote Ferrari upgrade package. Seemed to make the Ferrari car slower. I do believe I do have enough fuel to run to the end of the rich. As that one goes for me. I really want both me and Nick to finish ahead of 1 Red Bull each. Oh, Nick will finish ahead of both. But I won't be able to finish ahead of 1. So we can at least say we're faster than Red Bull today. Maybe not faster, but finished ahead of the Red Bulls today. So Ocon's on yeah, we finished ahead of both Red Bulls today. That's amazing PR for the team. So even with the front wing damage to 2 front
That's the end of
wings,
the race. We'll see you
could
in Parc
have
Fermé.
gotten 10 times worse. Really could have.
That's it then for another magnificent Canadian Grand Prix, and they...
I like how Lucas had sent 4 messages to me just saying the letter A. To be honest, that was actually a really good race. That could have gone like 10 times worse. Hey, did 27. We got something that doesn't even matter.
So let's review the updated driver's standings. Sebastian Vettel now leads the Drivers' Championship. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the
Nick
day?
de Vries
Probably
or
go for Pierre
Gasly.
Gasly.
Yeah.
The team did a good job with the strategy to put
If
him in
not
amongst
Stroll.
the pack, but it's the driver's job to capitalise on those opportunities, and
13.4.
he did so with a lot of skill.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the...
Yeah, so we weren't exactly fast in the dry, but we made do with what we had. And actually, I set my fastest up with front wing damage, I think, so... Yeah, I had
You really
time.
seem to enjoy that. You made it look easy. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
There's no secret. I mean, we don't exactly have a great car.
Did you feel comfortable in the wet weather today?
I mean, everything just kind
Your
of went
teammate
together.
beat you today. Was it a sec? You scraped the walls a few times, but
Yeah, I don't have to respond, so that's fine.
appreciate your time.
I mean, yeah. That's almost a clean level 8. As de Vries is on the edge of his own acclaim going up. Yeah, achieve a top 10. That was de Vries. So de Vries actually got some points in this race. I think it could have been a double points finish if I didn't have front wing damage. But hey, can't complain. And we'll just go through and do the admin stuff for the beginning of the next episode now, just adding in the things, and I'll just go and explain it in the next one. Because I'm a lazy idiot.
This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Good. Yeah. So second driver PR filming, funded team event, that's good, and team acclaim. Done. And then with here we do get extra resource points every single race. We are so yeah, we are spending 60k a week, but we are making quite a lot more. So yeah. And then if we look at the developments coming in for next race, we do have cylinder head coming through and the secondary wing flaps. So both of those are coming through, and then the one coming in on my birthday. Oh, that's actually my birthday. It's weird to think that this is all in the past, but the one coming in on my birthday is tyre wear, so probably the best upgrade I could actually go for at this point in time. The engine will improve for France. We should be the best in the grid. Aero wise, I think that's where the other upgrade is. Yeah, that should just put us a little bit closer to Haas, and with the chassis upgrade, put us a little bit closer to Renault. So, yeah, so we're third, second, and third last, second last, and third. And reliability, we're slap bang in the middle. So, yeah, this could be a lot worse, could be a lot better. That's about it, to be honest, for this. Lucas, you're annoying. That's about it. Like, if I'm literally just scrolling through just everything he said. He said all of that in literal 5